I had an opportunity to meet with our transport sector leaders last week on the fuel crisis. And I sat down with them for about maybe 2.5, 3 hours in Mombasa. And I explained to them where we were, what the issues are, and I took them back to 2022 when we had a similar crisis. And then we had long queues, people in jerrycans looking for fuel from one station to another. We had a serious crash on our dollars. We had a serious, in fact, the first team that I met when I was declared president was oil marketers, because we had a crisis. And I explained to them how, if we are reckless about subsidies, where the country went. In fact, for a whole year, we had to pay close to 160 billion Kenya shillings that had been used for subsidies without fuel. And I told them, we must be students of history and experience. We don't want to repeat mistakes. And I explained to them that today we have fuel in all our petrol stations, unlike other countries. Today, the Kenya government is subsidizing fuel. The actual price of diesel should be 273. It is 232. We're subsidizing 40 plus shillings for every liter. We've spent 28 billion shillings in the last 2 months. And we've done it with prudence. And I took them, when we finished, they told me, Mr. President, we are going to call off the strike. I did not tell them to call off the strike. They looked at the facts. I know many people say they were influenced this way and that way. Maybe they were, by facts of what the situation is. Yes. The most interesting part is when we finished and we stood up, they told me, Mr. President, pray. And I prayed.